Indie Beacon Radio with hostess Rox Burkey. Welcome to Indie Beacon Radio, where creative souls can find help in marketing their creations. You can send questions for each show on Twitter using the hashtag IndieBeacon. Now sit back and enjoy learning about our guest for this show.
Welcome to Indie Beacon. Hey, I'm Rox Burkey, hostess for tonight, and I am so, just delighted this evening to be able to spend some time with Red Laughlin. I'm not kidding, the third. Welcome aboard, Red. Thank you for joining.
I really appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
So not only are you a researcher and an author and a public speaker, but I mean, you are amazing. And thank you for your service to this country.
You're most welcome.
So we have a lot of things we want to talk about this evening. And of course, a lot of it is centered around the books that you have written. And you are very focused on, aging health, how to be wise as you age to kind of optimize our how you live. I mean, that's amazing. So if you don't mind, I'd kind of like to start with one of your books that I found just fascinating called The Joy of Ageless Health.
I have it right here. This was a #1 bestseller last year on Amazon. It came out in April and was a bestseller the same month. It's structured to answer the basic issues with any kind of disease. And if you have a minute, I can go into those very quickly.
I wish you would, because right now, when we're recording this, of course, we have a new virus that is plaguing us. And I think this is very, very timely about steps that we can take to help just kind of get through this time.
Well, if you look at disease and what causes it, and I did a lot of study, particularly on cancer, but on generically all disease starts as low-level cellular chronic inflammation over time. But the things that cause that is stress is one, toxicity or toxins, radiation, infection, inflammation, diet, and believe it or not, even expectations. But you take a look at each one of those and they have a certain level of impact on the diseases we get. Stress is one that we've had forever and ever and ever. If you take a look 100 years ago, most of the stuff that we ever had, heart disease, cancer, was at the bottom of the top 10 or not even making the top 10. Now they're the top 10. And what has really changed in the last 100 years? And if you go through each one of those items, the two that really stand out to me are toxicity, toxins, and diet. And there's a lot of toxins in diet. If you look at the European Union, they have over 1,300 chemicals that they ban. In the United States, I think we've only banned 11 from food manufacturers, from cosmetics, from things like that. So it's, to me, a major cause of any kind of health issue. So if you're buying something and you're not reading the label or you don't understand the label, that's a perfect place to begin your health awareness and education.
And so honestly, Red, that's a really good point. It's not only reading the label, because I can fructose almost anybody, but it's also understanding the other elements in that label that really are evil, for lack of a better term. So, I mean, is there an easy way for people to understand that?
The easiest way is don't buy anything with a label on it. I buy primarily organic fruits and vegetables. That's my staple. I walk in, the first place I go is to the fruit and vegetable area. That's where I buy most of my items. I don't buy the packaged fruits. I try to avoid anything that is a carbohydrate-based product, cereals, breads, those kinds of things, rice, potatoes. I do buy meats, but I make sure they don't have